Hi, yeah, thank you for joining me today. This video is part of a collection of videos about the different tenses. Today we are looking at the present perfect progressive tense. We will look at why it is used and the different ways of creating it. So first of all, let's look at why we use this tense. So the present perfect progressive tense, it is used to describe an action that started in the past, but it is still ongoing at the present time. And it might be used to describe actions that um, you began in the past and that you have continued up until the present. It may be that the action has recently been finished, but you can still notice the effects of that action. Or it might be used because you are focusing on the duration of the action. Like all of the tenses, there is a positive form, a negative form, and a question form. We are going to begin with looking at the positive form. And the way that we structure the positive form, we have got has or have and been, and they are the bits that you will find in the perfect tense. You've got the auxiliary verb have or has, depending on which pronoun you are using, and you have got the been that is the past participle. And after the has been or have been, you would have a present participle. So that is an ing word. Okay, so I have been learning Thai for 5 years. So it's an ongoing activity. I started learning it 5 years ago. I'm still learning it. Okay, so have been learning. The next one, we have been painting the room, is kind of a recently finished activity. And the second part of the sentence tells you that. So it's now ready to move into. And notice you have got the present simple as well as the present perfect progressive. So you've got two different tenses within one sentence there. And the final sentence is focusing on the duration. So she has been working here for 2 years, and it shows how long she has been working here for. So that is the positive form. Let's have a look at the negative. And like all of the negative forms, we have got the adverb not in there. And you can either say have not or has not, or you could use the contraction haven't or hasn't. And then you would have your past participle been. So hasn't been or haven't been. And then you would have the present participle, the ing word. So Mark hasn't been sleeping well lately, or has not been sleeping well lately. Then Jack has not been traveling or hasn't been traveling much this year. So it shows the amount of traveling that has happened recently or not happened recently in this case. And then the final statement, they haven't been studying as much as they used to. So that's kind of saying in the past they studied a lot more, but recently and up until this point in time, they haven't been studying that much. So that is the negative version. And then the question version, we are switching it around. So you've got the have or the has, first of all, then the subject, then you've got your past participle been. So that bit is from the perfect tense. And then we've got the present participle, the ing word, that is from the progressive tense. So you've kind of combined both of those tenses. So, and then with these, you may have question words at the beginning of the question, just like you can see in the examples. So, how long have they been living here? So it's asking the duration. How long have they been doing that? Then the next one, very common question, what have you been doing? So it is asking about in kind of the recent time, what things have you been up to? What have you been playing? What have you been working on? What have you been doing? Okay. And then the final question, she has been working on the task all day. So has she been working? It's asking the duration of how long has she been working on it. Okay. So that is how we create the question form of this particular tense. I hope that you've found it helpful. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.